A forest fire was on the way, so I told my son to go play in the woods. My 8-year-old son Luke wasn't listening to me at all. He'd stopped after his grandfather died during a fishing trip they'd had just gone on. Instead, he claimed to talk to Grandpa Charlie on a regular basis. The therapist said it was normal behavior, that Luke was just making sense of his grief. But the more he talked to Grandpa Charlie, the more he did insane things. Last week, Grandpa Charlie told him to spill all his Legos over the floor and refused to pick them up. The week before that, Grandpa Charlie made him track mud all through the house and onto the carpets. It took me hours to clean the mud up. The week before that, he tried to give the dog a haircut thanks to Grandpa Charlie. Every day, it was something more crazy and more insane activity. On Friday morning, the emergency alert came on my phone bright and early. A wildfire was closing in on our town. We needed to evacuate immediately. I could hear the evacuation alarm starting to go off. I grabbed our backpacks that we had in case of emergencies and tried to grab Luke from his room. Come on, buddy. We need to go now. My husband was already packing the car with our dog and bags. No, Grandpa Charlie says we can't leave. I sigh. Luke, this is serious. We have to go. Daddy's got the dog already in the car. That's when he started to kick me and scratched my arms hard enough to draw blood. I let go of his arm and he ran away from me, throwing his action figures in my face. He dived under his bed. Anything to put distance between us. I'm not leaving, he screamed. Grandpa Charlie said not to. He wants us to go to the basement. The alarms were getting louder and my phone was buzzing. I heard my husband yelling for us outside. I looked out Luke's bedroom window and I saw the fire in the distance. I shook as my husband came in, followed by our dog. Luke scrambled out from under the bed and grabbed the dog, pushing me over as he headed for the basement. Luke, stop! I yell. I just snapped. I was tired from fighting every little thing. Every choice was blamed on Grandpa Charlie, the imaginary situation he created. If he wanted to listen to a dead grandfather in the case of a literal fire, then fine. Why don't you just go to the woods then? I threw my hands up. I thought it would scare him. You could see the flames through the windows now. The dog whined as smoke and ash filled the air, but it didn't scare him. Instead, he saw the fire and rushes to the front door. My husband reaches for him. Luke! I follow in worry and fear. Luke stops on the front porch. Come on, Mom, now! Luke pointed at the next door neighbor's house, already in flames. The ash and smoke coming through our still open front door. My husband follows Luke down as I feel the heat from the flames. I don't hesitate. My husband closes the basement door as I turn on the flashlight option of my phone. Our dog is curled in the corner on an old dog bed. Luke snuggled into him, whispering something about Grandpa Charlie. I hear the flames crackling above us, and I hear our car burst into flames. The boom was enough to shake the house. Some flames flicker underneath the door. It feels like we're waiting for our doom. Then the house shook. Cracks in the walls start to appear. Luke wakes up panicked. Mom, Grandpa Charlie says we need to go out the back door. He starts to open the back door of the basement. We hadn't used that in years. He creaks it open just as one wall cracks open and flames start pouring in. The dog, Luke, and my husband rush out the door. I feel the heat and smoke, so I follow. The flames roared behind us for what seemed like forever. I hear the boards falling. The heat is beginning to suffocate. I could hear the house burning to ashes. The woods are engulfed in flames. We're running for our lives. Grandpa Charlie says to go left, Luke yells as we run after him. We run for hours and hours until we reach a line of firefighters. Our house is in ruins. Finally, my phone gets a signal. An alert is shown. Don't go on Highway 10. The road is blocked due to extreme fire on the highway. The fire had moved at the last second, consuming the evacuation route in our entire neighborhood. Only a few made it. Had we left in our car, we would have been there too. The firefighters called it a miracle. Luke never mentioned talking to Grandpa Charlie again.